Ladies and gentlemen of the Action Army, what is going on? And welcome to another video. So guys, I have a message for all of you. And for some of you, this may bum you out. Others may not care. But this is just the truth of what it is. And this is what I have to do moving forward with this channel. So the message is this. I cannot continue to create these videos in a vlog style format. I really just don't have the time. I'm trying to run my main channel. I'm trying to run my Answers for Athletes channel. I have my Clips channel. I have the podcast. And then I got to train my athletes. I got to write programming. I got to coach my online athletes. I just got a bunch of shit to do, guys. But I don't want to stop on this channel. I want to bring you videos every day. So what I have to do to make this channel work, being that I don't have a video editor, if I maybe down in the future, down the line, if I do get a video editor, maybe I'll turn these back into vlogs. But for right now, while I am running the show, I am recording the videos. I am editing the videos. I am doing the voiceovers. I am putting it on YouTube. I am running the SEO. I am doing everything for all 4 channels, not to mention my Instagram and my YouTube shorts and my TikTok and all the other bullshit that goes into social media content. Guys, what I have to do for this channel is I just have to do voiceovers every single day. So that is how I'm going to be able to stay consistent on this channel. So it is what it is. I'm still going to give you guys bangers. I'm still going to give you the information, and I'm going to give you my workouts every single day, show you my progress every single day so that you can take little bits and pieces of what I do and use it for yourself in your own workouts. So being that this is the case, this is now the first video of me just simply going through my workout and doing a voiceover. So here we go. What I did today was I created a new version of the Indestructible Knees program. So the new version of the Indestructible Knees program is so much better than the old version that I have. And this is why. The old version of the Indestructible Knees program that I had, I gave you phases. And basically, at the end of phase 1, there was a phase 1 progression test. And if you could pass the progression test, then you could move on to phase 2. And it went on the same way for phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and phase 5. And once you could complete phase 5, then you were done with the program. What I think works a little bit better is giving you guys levels of each exercise. And I found this better because you could easily pass the progression test for phase 1. But let's say I gave you a strength exercise in the progression and a plyo in the progression that you had to pass both of those. Maybe you passed both of those, but maybe you couldn't pass the progression test if I made a progression test on lateral jumps or on some other variation of a plyo. Maybe it's reactive strength. Maybe it's rate of force development, whatever it might be. So what I did in this new and updated Indestructible Knees program is every single exercise has levels. It's either levels 1 to 5 or levels 1 to 10 for some exercises. But the goal is this: pass every single level without going over a 3 out of 10 on the pain scale. For example, if you do level 1 of any given exercise and it doesn't hurt, you can then move on to level 2. Same thing, if it doesn't hurt, move on to level 3. If you get to level 3 and it's like, my pain's a 5 out of 10, that means that you go back to level 2 and you do level 2 until you can pass level 2 and get to level 3, and on for every single exercise. So that is the caveat for this for this workout. That is why this workout looks a little bit different. So here we go. The first thing that I did, my warm-up as always, I did 3 sets of reverse dead mills for 2 minutes, superset with 3 sets of Spanish squats for 45 seconds. And I just went back and forth with those 2 like I always do. But this is where it gets a little bit different. I did add in a single leg isometric knee extension. And you could do this with a kettlebell. I'm using a leg extension machine with 10 pounds on it. But I did 2 sets of 45 seconds each leg. So that is my 5 sets of isometrics, 3 sets of Spanish squat, and 2 sets of isometric knee extension. It just gives me a little bit of different knee angle through my isometrics. Next up, I got into a lateral storage and release series, which I just kind of created, but I went through all 5 levels of my storage and release series, and I could pass every level of this without any pain at all. So that is good. So level 1 is just some baby lateral hops. Level 2, I'm good. Now I'm getting reactive and I'm bouncing back more quickly, and I'm getting a little bit wider with my lateral jumps. Past that one very easily, no pain. Then I moved to level 3, which is now I'm doing reactive ski jumps, and once again, I'm getting farther and farther, and these are more intense lateral jumps, no pain there. Then I used a 12-inch box, and I'm doing lateral ski jumps on and off of a 12-inch box, no pain there. So then I moved into level 5, and I did my 3 working sets at level 5. I did 10 reps each direction with a 10-pound medicine ball. So lateral ski jumps with a 10-pound medicine ball, 10 reps each direction, 3 sets, no pain whatsoever. So in regards to this program, there is no pain at level 5, so I have completely passed this level. So I could go heavier and heavier on the medicine ball if I wanted to do so. I could even go heavier on, or higher on the box if I wanted to go higher on the box. But I have passed level 5 of the very first exercise in my Indestructible Knees program. And the goal of the whole thing is once you pass every single level, once you can beat level 5 or level 10 of every exercise, you have beaten the game. You have beaten the Indestructible Knees program. So it is like a game. It is much more fun. You are trying to beat the game. Your goal is to pass every level. And so I'm on a good start. Beat level 5 of the lateral storage and release series. Next, I moved to a 3-way step down series, which also has levels 1 to 5. I just moved straight to level 5 because I know that I will have no knee pain while doing this one. And it looks good so far, doesn't it? It looks good because I actually beat this one. I beat level 5 on this one as well. But I will say I do not beat level 5 of every single exercise in this workout. So I can't just go straight to vertical jump training because I do still have a tiny bit of knee pain when I do the harder exercises. So 3-way step down series. What I'm doing is I'm doing 10 reps of a reverse step down, 10 reps of a front step down, and then 10 reps of a side step down. So I'm doing all of these in a row. So 10 reps to the 10 reps reverse, 10 reps to the front, 10 reps to the side. So it's 30 reps in a row using a 6-inch box and 25% of my body weight. That is level 5. And I did this for 3 sets, and there was absolutely no pain on either leg. A little bit of pain in my ankle. My left ankle is still busted. I've been talking about that, but my left ankle is not all the way healed. I'm just going to continue to work on that. But as far as my knees go, this did not hurt my knees at all, and that's what I'm focusing on for this workout. So I am past level 5 of the 3-way step down. Beat the game as far as it comes to the 3-way step down. Then the next thing that I did was I did backwards running. So I did a backwards running series, level 1 through 5. And so I got until level 3 for this one. And it's funny because I'm going to sound old when I say this, but level 1 is a 2 out of 10 RPE, 20% of your max intensity. Level 2 is 40%, or a 4 out of 10 RPE. Level 3 is about 60% intensity, a little bit over half speed. So that is what I did for my backwards running, my skipping, and my forwards running. I just combined all of these together. I could not go higher than a 6 out of 10 RPE, or 60% 1 rep max, which is level 3 on the series. So this series of backward running, skipping, and forward running, the series, all of these go from level 1 to level 5. Level 5 being backwards running as fast as possible, skipping as high as possible, or forward running as fast as possible, so sprinting. I couldn't do that today because my left glute hurt. And that is where I'm going to sound old, because I'm sitting here talking about my knee pain. I'm sitting here talking about my left ankle. And now he got pain in his left glute. This dude is falling apart. I promise you, I'm putting it all back together. But my left glute did hurt, and I noticed it a couple days ago when I played basketball against the kids on my team. But nothing major, maybe like a minor glute strain. I don't even really want to call it a strain, but I stayed at level 3. I did not go max intensity, so I did not beat the game when it comes to these 3 exercises. After that, I did my dunks. Now, this is not actually in my Indestructible Knees program, but I do want to be dunking every single day or at least 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, because I just think it's good. If I'm going to be on a journey back to getting a 43-inch vertical jump or back to dunking crazy like I used to be, I'm going to need to be dunking at least 5 days a week. Even if it's low intensity on Tuesday, Thursday, I'm going to need to be dunking. So what I did was my dunks, I worked up to 9 feet 6 inches. And what I did differently this time, which I think all of you could get a lot of benefit from, is I acted like I imagined that there was a defender and I was beating my man off the dribble. So instead of just doing my dunks, I imagined as if I was in game and there was someone guarding me, and I was beating them off the dribble and then dunking as if it were in a game. I think this is very, very beneficial for any of you to do as well. Even if you have to use a tennis ball at first, and then a volleyball, and then a soccer ball, and then a basketball, even if you have to use a low rim, this is very beneficial for you to do. After that, I did kettlebell swings. Well, actually added a band. I did banded kettlebell swings. That is because the heaviest kettlebell in this gym is 80 pounds. And that is a little bit easy for me. So I added a band for some resistance, and I did 3 sets of 15 reps. Now, this is the thing. This is very important for all of you to understand when trying to rehab patellar tendinopathy. There are no levels for post-chain work. And there's a reason for that, is because when you have patellar tendinopathy, in most cases, you can go as intense as you want on most post-chain work. So kettlebell swings, hyperextensions, single leg RDLs, these are not going to hurt your knees. And I've talked about this before. Now, when you start to get into some deadlifts or some hip thrust, those exercises could potentially hurt your knees, even though they are posterior chain dominant. You have to be careful because there are some posterior chain dominant exercises that still will hurt your knees and cause more damage on your patellar tendon. So, but for kettlebell swings are not one of those. So 80 pounds, used a black band, 3 sets of 15 reps. Then I got into my pistol squat series. So in my Indestructible Knees program, we are working towards doing pistol squats. And to beat the level, you have to be able to do 10 pistol squats completely unassisted each leg, which sounds unbelievably crazy. Some of you are like, there's no way that I could do that. But we build you into that. We work up to that. So level 1 is a 30-inch box. Level 2 is a 24-inch box. Level 3 is an 18-inch box. Level 4 is actually pistol squats using one leg on the way down and then using 2 legs to stand back up. And then level 5 is one leg on the way down, 1 leg back up. You have to be able to get 10 reps each leg to beat level 5. So this is probably the hardest exercise in my Indestructible Knees program. This is the hardest test that you're going to have to pass is the pistol squat series level 5. But I'm up for the challenge. But right now I could only get to level 3 without knee pain. So doing a pistol squat all the way down and then 1 leg back up, that probably would cause higher than a 3 out of 10 knee pain for me. So right now I'm just staying at an 18-inch box. I use 10-pound dumbbells, and I did 3 sets of 10 reps of single leg chair stands. So this is level 3 of my Indestructible Knees program. And if this sounds good to you, if you're like, wow, I want to try to beat the game. I have patellar tendinopathy. I have knee pain. And this sounds like a good program for me. Link will be down below in the pinned comment and the description, or DM me work on Instagram. You do get 1 month free. Your first month is free when signing up for any of my programs. And after that first month, trust me, you're going to want to keep going because the gains are going to be crazy. After the pistol squat series, I did a tibialis raise to a hamstring stretch. I did 3 sets of 10 reps with 20 pounds, and I'm doing a 5-second hamstring stretch at the end of each rep. So this one, there is no levels because any exercise that you can just load up as intense as you want, as heavy as you can go, and your patellar tendon is not the limiting factor, I didn't put levels for because there's really no point. You could just go intense as you want on any exercise that does not cause knee pain or the patellar tendon is not the limiting factor. After that, I did some optional light stretching, but I always choose to do the stretching. Most times I choose to do the stretching. I just did a hamstring stretch, a couch stretch, a straddle hamstring stretch, 90-90 stretch, calf stretch, etc., etc. You can do this if you want. I do like to do it specifically because I'm very tight. I am not very mobile. I am extremely inflexible. So I need to do this. And then I had breathing and visualization. I did not do that yet, but I am going to do that later in the day. I'm just going to meditate, think about my goals, breathe in through my nose, breathe out, do some belly breathing for about 10 minutes, listen to some meditation music, and just lock in, get in the zone, and shift into that rest and digest recovery state to improve my recovery after this workout. So guys, that is the video for today. This is how the videos are going to be moving forward. It's just what I got to do to stay consistent on this channel. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.